Hello and welcome to PersonaText. Today we are going to go through the Humanize column. Over here we have several prompts that we can use. The first one is conversational light. The second one, conversational standard, conversational expressive, add warmth, simplify, smooth, add personality, tone down, AI protocol, expand, shorten, and continue. Okay, let's dive in. So as you can see here, conversational light is the default mode. So any sentence that you put in, if you don't change anything, this is going to be the one that it's going to start off with. So let's get a sentence that AI would probably give you. And I think I'm thinking of a word that I constantly get every time I use AI. So I'm going to say, her emotions were palpable. I know, okay? If you've ever used AI, most of the time, you get that word whenever you're doing something like with creative writing and you're doing like fiction and there's anything emotional, something is palpable. And you know what? I have another sentence I'm going to use after this. And if you've ever used AI, you're going to crack up at that one. But let's start with this one. So we're going to press personify that. Okay, so you could press personify here or you could press it down here. Either one, it doesn't matter. Okay, you could really feel her emotions. Okay, that's great. It's conversational light. I mean, to me, that did what it needed to do. You went from her emotions are palpable to you could really feel her emotions. I would say that was definitely a step up. Okay, now conversational standard. Let's see what that shows. Now remember, we're working with AI. You don't have to take the first thing that it says. You can just keep on resetting by doing personify. Okay, you could totally feel what she was going through. Yes, that is actually, I think, pretty standard. You could totally feel what she was going through. You know, now if you're like a valley girl, you could totally feel what she was going through. Just kidding. No, but what how you would, how I think I would read it is you could totally feel what she was going through. Okay, so let's now go to conversational expressive. This one's going to be interesting. It's expressive, okay? Remember that. Let's see what the options are here. You could feel her emotions practically radiating off her, a vibrant living thing. It wasn't just a flicker, it was a pulsating energy that practically hummed in the air around her. Her feelings weren't just present, they were screaming their existence without a single word. That was very, very interesting. I actually really like that one. Okay, so let's see. What if we said add warmth? Now, I would think these were warm, but let's just see what personify does with add warmth. Okay. You know, I could just feel what she was going through. It was radiating from her, so clear and so real. My heart really went out to her in that moment. You know, to me, that added a lot of warmth. So the difference between expressive and adding warmth is expressive is like, it's very, there's a lot of verbs and there's just a lot of it's more gushing, where I would say warmth was like my heart really went out to her in that moment. It makes you feel like, oh yeah, you know, like almost sentimental. Okay, now let's go to simplify. Now, what can it do? This to me already seems simplified, but I think the word palpable is not as simple as what people think. So we're going to press personify right here and we're going to simplify it. You could practically feel how she was feeling. Yes, that right there is really simple. Even though there's more words, the explanation of it is actually very simple. You could practically feel how she was feeling. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's smooth it out. Her emotions were palpable. I mean, to me, that seems smooth, but let's just see what personify does. You could feel her emotions radiating, a tangible presence in the air. That's really interesting. I don't know if that's more smooth. In fact, let's actually copy that and let's put that over here. And let's press smooth with this. Let's see. Let's see. Her emotions filled the air, a palpable force surrounding you. I love that. It is smooth, but I really love this because it gave me exactly what I was telling you guys about. A palpable force surrounding you. Palpable. So this is the thing. Smooth is supposed to like smooth out a sentence where it feels clunky. It feels like maybe there's just um, a lot of maybe dense words. And I don't think I'm giving it maybe probably the best one. Let me think of another sentence that needs a lot of smoothing. How about they laughed, they went to the playground, the sun is shining. Okay, let's see what that says. Let's personify that. Okay, their laughter, a joyful melody, carried them to the playground where the sun, warm and bright, embraced their play. See, that is smooth. So it's not just about one sentence. If you press the word or the mode smooth, what you're doing is you are smoothing out basically the thought. Okay? So let's go down to the next one. We want to say add personality. So you know what? I'm going to actually take this sentence and put it over here. And then I'm going to press add personality. Let's go down here and press personify this time. Okay, so let's see what the personality. Oh, their laughter. It wasn't just laughter, darling. It was a symphony of pure, unadulterated glee, practically performing a conga line all the way to the playground. And the sun, honey, that sun wasn't just there. It was practically giving them a big, warm, cosmic hug as they tackled the swings. It was a picture of perfect, unadulterated joy, the kind that makes your heart do a little happy jig. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, so what if I was like, you know what, add personality, but what if I wanted to be more specific? Add the personality of a Southern auntie. So as you can see right here, you can actually give it instructions. If you look up here, type or paste anything, not just a rewriter. This is your idea engine. Ask it, command it, create with it. So basically, I can give any kind of command I want. I could say, give me 5 options. Okay? So let's press personify and let's see what it does. So add the personality of a Southern auntie. Give me 5 options. Oh boy, here we go. All right, sugar, let's get you 5 options just like you asked for. Bless your heart. Well, bless their little hearts. Didn't those giggles just wrap right around them like a sweet pecan pie? And Lordy, the sun was just darling today, hugging him right on over to that playground. Okay, that was the first option. And then we have another one. Oh, honey, their laughter was just singing like a little mockingbird, carrying him right on down to that playground. And the sun, honey, it was just putting on a show, warm as a fresh baked biscuit, helping him play all afternoon. So as you can see, it did exactly what I wanted. I'm really kind of loving this one. What about another type of personality? Oh, I have it. How about a New York cab driver? That should be funny. Okay, let's see. Personify. Let's see what this says. This should be really good. Here are 5 options. New York cabbie style. All right. Get a load of this. These kids, right? Laughing like they just won the lottery, practically skip hopping their way to the playground. And the sun must have been paying attention because it turned out looking like a $1,000,000 just for him to go crazy. Forget about it. Look at that. Forget about it. I never, ever, I don't think I've ever seen forget about it spelled this way. This is, first of all, is this in the dictionary? Because if it's not, it really needs to be. This laughter, it ain't quiet. Let me tell you, sounds like a Broadway show, carrying them straight to the playground. And the sun, couldn't pick a better day if it tried, shining down like it invented good times. Now listen, I need you all to forgive me. I am actually not that great with accents. I'm really not. But as you can tell, that was definitely New York cabbie style. Okay, guys, do you want to do one more personality? Just one more. Okay. How about what's something that's really recognizable? How about Gen Z? Give me the personality of a Gen Z. This should be very, very interesting. Because, a lot of us who have Gen Z kids, I'm no longer mom, I'm bruh. Okay, here we go. Here are 5 Gen Z flavored options for your sentence. Their giggles, straight up vibes. They hit the playground, the sun was doing its job, and honestly, they were just living their best life. The way they cackled was peak serotonin. Next stop, playground, where the sun was literally glowing up their whole play date. Okay, so their laughter was basically a whole mood. They bounced to the playground, sun was serving warmth, and yeah, they aced playing. Guys, literally, this is so Gen Z. That laughter, a whole bop. They rolled up to the playground, sun was hitting different, and they just understood the assignment. Playtime. Their laughs were hitting like a dopamine rush. Park bound, sun was on point, and you just knew they were about to go off playing. Guys, okay, sorry. I have to do one more. I have to do one for my generation. Now, I'm saying Gen X, even though I'm born on the very cusp of millennial. So I'm kind of like both. But hey, I can claim both. So let's just see what they would do with Gen X. Let's just see. Kind of interested because what were we saying? Okay, so Gen X flavored takes on that sentence, leaning into sarcasm, slight wariness, and a touch of nostalgic irony. All right, let's do it. All right, so the kids were actually happy for once, which was weird. They skipped off to the playground where the sun was, doing its whole sun thing while they went at it. Apparently, pure, unadulterated joy still exists. Their little peals of laughter practically dragged them to the playground where the sun was relentlessly cheerful, just basking in their unadulterated energy. Talk about miserable. Their laughter, all sickeningly sweet and loud, practically propelled them to the playground. Naturally, the sun was also out, doing its level best to blind us all as they played. Oh joy, the unbridled peals of children actually bounced them toward the playground. And of course, the sun was out, radiating smug warmth over their inevitably sticky antics. Guys, that's hilarious because, wow, are we really that miserable? Okay, let's keep going down. We have toned down. Okay, I love this. Let's get one of these and let's actually tone it down. Let's get this one. We're gonna take this option and I'm gonna put it over here. I'm just gonna clear that. I'm gonna put that over here and then I'm gonna press personify. So this is just gonna tone down. I'm not gonna say how I want it toned down. I'm just gonna see what does it do first when I say tone down. There's a genuine joy in seeing them. Their laughter naturally drew them to the playground where the sun seemed to match their vibrant energy. That's definitely toned down. It kind of just stripped it all of personality, and that's fine. I mean, that's what you want. You don't have to sound like, you're wearing a leather jacket with a Nirvana t-shirt, Literally, you can just have something like this. I think that is actually a really good example of toned down. AI protocol. I love this. Okay, so the AI protocol is the setting when you want to take out extra fluff, you want to take out M dashes, you want to take out anything that basically gives it away as AI. Now, again, I don't believe in AI detectors because I believe the future is people utilizing AI to assist with writing. I believe that you can have a lot of fun with AI writing, and I don't believe that this is something that professionals really use. I think that's more for people who are in school. And while the next video will be going through the school option, it's not about AI detection, but it's about finding how you can work with the tool to bring your voice to light in a more polished, expressive, creative way that you ever thought you could. Okay, but right now we're going to do AI protocol. So what I want to do, I want to add some M dashes. I want to do some things to make this a little bit more AI over here. In fact, I'm going to clear this and I'm going to just say, I'm going to write a sentence where it's like, we went to the store and, well, let me do the M dash. It's like, what is an option? There we go. Store, I don't know, Costco. And what's another way that we can do the AI protocol? The site was a physical blow. I'm sorry. I know this sound, it's just, I don't even know. I'm trying to make sure I just give you guys something because AI loves to say physical blow. So let's just see with the AI protocol what it does, okay? I know this is probably not the best example and probably have to come back to that, but We went to the store, Costco. So right here, if you notice, it took out the M dash. The site struck. Yeah, I meant the site was a physical blow to like the person, like whoa, the site of Costco, because they love to talk about the physical blow. Let's actually do another sentence. I'm trying to think of another sentence right now. Where we can talk about like the AI protocol, because AI protocol has, it's not just about the M dashes, it's also about like taking away like a lot of the overwriting that it does, So let's go back to that one. I just had it still stored on the clipboard. Now, apparently pure unadulterated joy still exists. Okay, so let's actually apply the AI protocol to this and let's see what it does actually. So this was, remember, from the other sentence. From the other one with Gen X. Pure joy still exists. Their laughter pulled them to the playground. The sun illuminated them there. So this was a great example of the AI protocol. Even though it had no M dashes, what it did was it didn't even take away the personality as much as it took away the overwriting. So although this was very, Gen X, it was still overwritten. Their little peals of laughter practically dragged them to the playground. It's just a lot of like, it's a mouthful. Pure joy still exists. Their laughter pulled them to the playground. The sun illuminated them there. Very nice and simple. We're going to do a lot of the AI protocol ones just because, we want to just show you, even though it's not an AI detector, it's something that will help, take things that are overwritten and just really simplify them. Okay, so let's go down to expand. Well, we definitely don't want to use this one over here on the left, but I'm going to actually cut and paste this one over here. And let's press expand. So let's just see how the AI expands this one. Pure joy still exists, a tangible, effervescent force that can transform an ordinary afternoon into something magical. Their laughter, a symphony of unrestrained glee, served as an irresistible current, pulling them inexorably towards the sun-drenched playground. Once there, the generous rays of the sun, now lower and softer, illuminated their every movement, casting long, playful shadows that danced alongside their own exuberant figures. Wow, that was definitely expansive. But now, let me put that one over here, and let's actually apply the AI protocol again. So let's see. Let's actually do that, because this one's definitely overwritten, but some people still want that. So let's see how the AI protocol took this over here. So, well, this is really interesting. It actually didn't even change it. Wait a minute. Hold on. Come on. Okay. You know what? I have a feeling that it didn't change it because it was just copy and pasted. Okay. You know what? Let me clear that. Actually, before we move on, I'm not gonna do the AI protocol. I'm actually gonna do the shorten one here because I want to see something. Let me just do that. Let me just shorten this, and then I'm gonna do that. So pure joy transforms ordinary afternoons. Their unrestrained laughter pulled them to the sun-drenched playground where soft rays illuminated their movements, casting playful shadows. So that shortened this section over here. Now, the funniest part is that when I did the AI protocol, it must have thought, hey, there's nothing to really, do here. So what I want to do is maybe I want to add a couple of things that would cause it to, I don't know, maybe say that it was an AI protocol. So let me do this. Let me do a tangible effervescent force with that. Let's do once there, the generous rays of the sun, now lower and softer, illuminated their every movement, casting long, playful shadows. And then we'll do the over here with this last sentence. It's a very long sentence, so we'll do not just the M dashes, but we shall do. Oops. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're over here. We're gonna do this. I accidentally pressed the other one. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Illuminate their every movement. And then playful shadows that danced alongside their own exuberant faces. Um, well, let's just see if I just add those two things, if it will more trigger the AI protocol, because it should do more than that. But let's see. Let's see. Personify. Okay. Um, that's very interesting. So basically, it definitely took out the M dashes, and then it really feels that this is not, the rest of the writing is not AI. So, okay, I really find that interesting. I'm going to take this over here and we're going to put this over there and we're going to go down to continue. Okay, so continue means we want to continue from the last thought. Okay, so right here it says, once there, the generous rays of the sun, now lower and softer, illuminated their every movement, casting long, playful shadows that danced alongside their exuberant figures. All right, so let's see what it will do if we press continue. So this is something you can use if you have a thought and then you want to continue from it. The swings became a launching pad to the heavens, each arc higher than the last, accompanied by whoops and hollers that echoed across the deserted park. Their small hands gripped the cold chains with fierce determination, their faces tilted skyward, eyes sparkling with the pure, unadulterated delight of flight, the slide a gleaming silver ribbon. So as you can see, this all was returned over here. Now, what if I added that over here and then I pressed continue again? So the last thing was a profound beauty of a perfectly spent afternoon. Let's see. Now, how will it continue from there? As the sun began its slow descent, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, a new game began. So as you can see, this is just continuing the story, continuing the story. I'm going to copy this over here. And then I'm going to say, write an end to this. Now, let's see. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have several paragraphs over here. And then we have this. As the last vestiges of daylight surrendered to the twilight, a gentle call from a distant porch echoed through the park, a tender summons back to the world beyond their enchanted kingdom. Reluctantly, their leaf crowns askew, they began their slow procession, their steps softer now, a quiet reverence replacing their earlier boisterous energy. And then it continues, and then the last sentence, the world, though briefly forgotten, welcomed them back, but they carried with them a secret, a vivid, precious memory of pure joy, forever etched into the fabric of their youthful souls. This is actually beautiful, very poetic. So let's just say you wanted to basically use this as a little short story or as a little, I don't know, it could be a script, it could be anything. That's basically what you would do. You'd take all of this and then you copy paste it into your Word document. So I love everything that we got today. I did find the whole AI protocol very interesting because it does remove the M dashes, which everyone is mostly worried about is the M dashes. And then it really didn't detect that there was anything more to really remove. So, hey, sometimes you got to go with what it is. So just for fun, guys, even though we were doing the Humanize today, let's actually just do one more personality because that was super fun. But you know that you could do that for anything. I could even get, like, let's say the sentence is, let's see, the dirt is brown. Let's just say I was right here and I said expand. You can see that it says expand here, but let's just say I wanted to say write it as a newscaster who is having a miserable day. I don't actually need to only have the add personality to be selected for me to say this. AI knows it can listen to any command that you give it. So let's just see. Let's just see what it is going to do. But right here, it's going to expand it, and it's going to say, from that angle as a newscaster. In a stunning revelation that will undoubtedly shake the very foundations of our understanding, we can now confirm, after extensive observation and rigorous analysis, that the dirt, yes, the very dirt beneath our feet, is indeed brown. Not chartreuse, not cerulean, not even a particularly daring shade of aubergine, but brown. A dull, utterly inspired brown. One might even venture to say a rather predictable brown. And frankly, after the morning I've had, that's just about all I can muster the enthusiasm to report. Back to you, Brenda. Guys, we're going to end on that note. We're going to end on that note. And I will see you in the next video for the school section.